Okay. I've made this video like 8 times today, and I'm not happy with it because I ramble. Today's video is not a singing video. It is going to be a rambling video. It's going to be kind of a heart to heart video. I just want to talk a little bit about what I'm going through, and in the hopes of sort of letting people know what's going on, and also to maybe educate a little bit. Not like you don't know anything, but more like this is what it is, and maybe you could recognize it in me and in other people. Um, Things like depression, anxiety. Um, it's just such a deep thing, and I think that it's misunderstood a lot. Um, and sometimes it's missed because it'll happen at a time in someone's life where they think it's something else. A lot of teenage depression is looked at differently because they're teenagers. And, I'm not an expert in human psychology. I am an expert in my own brain, um, somewhat unfortunately. But I would just like, hopefully, for someone to see this and just kind of go, maybe I've been through this, or maybe someone I know could be going through this, and how should I approach it, and are these feelings normal, and you know, don't don't feel like you're alone. I guess I don't want anybody to feel as though they were alone, or that it had to be over, because nothing is over until you say it is. And that being said, I thought recently that my life was completely and totally over. So I also feel like I have to share this for the people who've been really worried about me. Um, I am okay. I'm gonna be okay. I laugh now because I can. Tomorrow I will cry for an hour or two, and then I'll laugh again. I'll probably cry later today. It's very like this. Um, but I know that I'm gonna be okay. Um, and I actually want to have a life now. That sounds very scary for people, and maybe you don't understand what I'm saying when I say that, but depression it really messes with you. It really can make you very, very sick, physically sick, emotionally sick. A part of your body hurts that no medicine can reach. It's an intense ache. It makes you do things like eat too much or not eat anything at all. Typically, if somebody's suffering from depression, they'll have some very drastic changes in their weight. Um, it makes you terrified of everything. And people will say, "What are you scared of?" And you'll say, "I don't know." And then they won't know how to help you. And it's that to me is very telling. Of depression, is that you are scared. You're scared of everything. You're scared of breathing. You're scared of feeling good. And you should never be afraid of feeling good. Feeling good it should be something you want as a basic human need. Um, and it makes you sleep a lot, and then at the same time never rest. It makes you don't want to talk to people, but you want to be with people. You hate yourself. You tell yourself that you're worthless, and you tell yourself that you're never going to get anything that you want out of life, and you make yourself miserable. And even though you may know you're doing it, you can't stop doing it. And it really just, it makes you sick. It makes you so sick. And I have had the great fortune of being through this several times in my life now. Um, I don't want to talk about it in extreme detail, but some of you know, some of you don't know. I was sexually abused as a child. No, I don't remember it. No, that person is no longer a part of our lives. Um, but the after effects of any abuse, I think, are really what end up defining it. And for me, that's sort of where it all started. Um, as a child, people would look at me and I wouldn't understand why I would make them uncomfortable or why they would get angry or not like me. And you just sort of form your own opinion as a kid, growing up, especially, it's kind of formative thoughts that people won't like you based on the way that you are and the way that you look and the way that you think. And so you learn how to look a certain way and think a certain way and do things a certain way so that people will like you. And you sort of, I put myself on a stage, I felt like I was an actress all the time. And if anybody knew the real me, they would hate me the way that I hated me, because I did. And I was on medication and counseling and all kinds of things, very suicidal thoughts. Never seriously acted on it. As a kid, it's so strange to sit there, even as an adult or anyone in life, to sit there and look at a situation and think, I could die that way. And then just, that would be okay. You look at a busy freeway and say that would be easy, or a high drop off. Well, I could do that, and it was very hard to get out of those thoughts. Honestly, getting out of those thoughts didn't happen until I was in my teenage years. I started digging into faith, and I don't know if any of you watching this have a belief or a faith or spirituality, religion, but, and I'm not trying to force anything on any of you, but the way that I got through a lot of my depression was through faith and knowing that things happen for a reason and there is a plan for me, and that I don't have to hate myself, that I am loved, and that I am going through things for a reason, that I'm not just plowing through life and getting hurt, because that's the way life is. There's good in everything, and you just have to find it. I've been told recently that I like broken things, and I think that is true, because once you learn how to look for good in something, you start looking for good in everything. And from the situation that I'm in now, so many things going on with my family. My grandmother diagnosed with cancer. It's moving a little faster than they thought. My relationship being broken, not beyond repair, but to a point that I don't know where it's gonna go. And I love him very much, and it's very difficult to think that you might not be spending your life with someone, and then things going on with I had to switch jobs. I lost a very deep roots, I guess you could say, and a lot of other things going on with my family, but I still see the good in life. And if you feel any of the things that I've described, or maybe you've seen them in me, hopefully this helps you to understand it a little better. And honestly, if you know anybody going through this, just do your best to remind them that there are things to live for, and even if it seems impossible, that it really isn't over until you say it is. This is getting really long. I just noticed that we're almost at 10 minutes here, so I'm actually gonna stop talking. I feel like maybe I've made some sort of point. So, bye.